I was supposed to get married last week, but it didn't happen. I ran away the night before my wedding. I was engaged to my boyfriend for 6 months. We'd been in a relationship for 3 years. We have 2 kids together as well, twin boys, age 1. We didn't plan to have them. He was very against me having our kids in the first place, but I was stubborn. I told him I'd be having them with or without him. I gave him the option to leave. But he needed some time to come around. That's what he told me. Only then did he seem to come around. He'd been a good partner throughout the pregnancy and a good father after their birth. 6 months later, he proposed. It was as if that whole episode never happened. For months, we planned and planned. I was really happy. My parents were thrilled. He was just the perfect guy. But then, one night before the wedding, it was all ruined.
The day before our wedding, we were staying in separate places. After dinner, he called me.
I love you. I can't wait to marry you.
We had a moment, then we said our goodbyes. I waited for him to hang up. Fortunately, or unfortunately, he forgot. I think he must have not clicked the screen hard enough. I stayed on the line as well because I'd heard his father speak to him. Just out of curiosity, I decided to eavesdrop.
Was that her? Are you still feeling the same way as you did 2 days ago?
Yes.
No matter how you feel, you need to go through with the wedding.
I will do whatever I want to. You can't push me around like this.
We can't force you to marry someone you don't love, but we can cut you out of their will. The choice is yours.
Now that you're a father, you need to grow up and be responsible. It was bad enough you had kids before marriage, but you can still save this by getting married. If you were ready to have kids, you are ready to get married.
This isn't fair. I'm literally being coerced into marrying her. Nobody in my life ever seems to care if I'm ready for these milestones. She didn't care whether I was ready to be a father, and neither did you. And now you're pressuring me into getting married when I still don't feel ready.
His parents continued to discuss how irresponsible their son was. That's when I hung up. I was stunned. He had only agreed to marry me because his parents had threatened to cut him out of their will. This past year had been nothing but a huge lie. Once I managed to pull myself together, I decided to make a run for it. Thankfully, my kids were with me. I got into my car and drove to a hotel out of town. I put the kids to sleep, blocked my boyfriend and his family without any explanation, and that was it.
I cried the entire night. The wedding venue had been covered by his parents, but they were loaded. I didn't worry about the money. This was all their idea. The 3 of them could suffer the consequences.
After a day, I decided to go back home to collect my things. I dropped my kids off at my parents' place first. When I finally showed up, my ex reacted just the way I'd expected.
Where have you been? I've been worried sick about you. We waited for hours yesterday. Whatever you've done is just unacceptable. You owe us all an explanation and a public apology. Cold feet are not an excuse to humiliate my family this way.
I overheard the conversation that you had with your parents the other day. He looked confused for a few seconds, and then when he finally realized what I was referring to, he had the good sense to look ashamed. I didn't bother to explain. I collected the essentials and left without another word. A few hours ago, he showed up at my parents' place, begging to speak to me. We talked in the front yard.
I'm so sorry for everything. I really do love you, even though I don't feel ready to marry you yet. I love the kids. In spite of everything I said, I still want to be a part of our lives. I want to work things out. Give us a second shot without my parents' interference.
I didn't know what to say, or if I could trust him. I said that I would think about it. I've spoken to a lawyer. I want full custody. I know that no matter how I feel, I have to put myself and my kids first now. I can't get back with him. There's just no trust between us anymore. I finally told him my decision. He didn't take it well at all.
You can't do this to me. You can break up with me if you want, but you can't take my kids away from me.
He didn't want kids. He wasn't ready to be a father. Now all of a sudden he was fighting for custody? I knew something was fishy.
Liam, calm down. You've been saying you weren't ready for kids. This is the right way forward. I take care of the kids, and you're free to live your life, unburdened.
I changed my mind.
I feel ready to be a father now.
I asked him if there was something he wasn't telling me. He admitted it. After the wedding was called off, his parents told him to make things right. They said they'd accepted I wouldn't marry him, but they absolutely wouldn't let him lose custody of their grandkids. Once again, they'd threatened to cut him off. He was practically begging me to agree to joint custody. I was so disgusted, I just left. He didn't want to be a father. He wanted his parents' money. The last message he sent me was suggesting we go ahead with a joint custody agreement and he'd split his inheritance with me. I can't believe he seriously suggested that. I'm a self-made woman. He had me fooled for a good 3 years, but now I can finally see him for what he truly is. No father is better than one who doesn't even want to be a father. I'm here to finally share some good news. My babies and I have moved into a much smaller apartment, but at least I can call it mine. My parents are helping with finances, and I've hired a full-time nanny. And my ex, he signed away his parental rights. I don't know what changed, but my best guess is he decided to finally stand up to his parents. Or maybe they just gave up. He apologized again and said he wanted to give me money as compensation. I refused. I wasn't kidding when I said I didn't want anything to do with him anymore. I forgave him, but that doesn't mean I have to accept compensation. I texted him back saying that it was all right, but I'd appreciate it if he didn't contact me anymore. He's respected that so far. Right now, I'm only focused on my kids and giving them the best life that I possibly can. I have no time to be sad or angry at my ex anymore. I just want to be a good mother to my kids. That's it.